Oh, whoa! What's this? It's a Jak and a
Yeah,
Daxter.
yeah. One of these is eventually we're going to. Oh God, it's such a fuzzy PNG.
What's the PNG?
On the on when you loaded the save,
Oh,
the
fair enough.
icons were scaled up way too much and looks
Yeah.
super fuzzy.
Admittedly, I did a stretch. It's worse if you don't do the stretch because otherwise they stay normal, and it's just way too obvious because like the game was made for a CRT TV.
Yeah. So it took the pixel bleed into account.
Just a bit.
Espe- Yeah, it was for CRT with API cables. If there was no HDMI, uh, you know, eventually we're going to be able to go and play Hollow Knight for 2 consecutive weeks.
Oh, fun.
Eventually. So, our Hollow Knight recording session fell on a holiday, so we were
Twice.
unable. Yes, twice. Well, that's because the holidays are Christmas and Christmas and New Year's are 1 week apart.
Oh.
Anywho, I opted to not. Oh, hey,
Oh,
looks like things
something.
got burnt.
Yeah. This. Guess we should
Oh,
just press that button.
I always wonder if I'm losing body parts in those things. Holy yuccow! The Red Sage's lab looks worse than the Blues.
wait, didn't we see this already?
Did we?
Yeah.
We did, didn't we?
Oh no, are you gonna have to do a thing again?
No, not really.
The Red Sage gave up with so little.
Okay. Well, anywho, we opted to not record Hollow Knight because a uh Scraps had to work on New Year's Eve, and B, I didn't want to record when there's fireworks going on outside.
E.
What have you two done with the Blue and Red Sages?
What we've done with the blue and red sages is we mix them to make orange sage.
Oh God, I would kill for some orange sage right now. Sounds delicious.
Graciously agreed.
The red and the yellow sage are terrible. They're making orange sage too. Everybody's making orange sage.
You see, the red sage tastes like cherry, and the yellow sage tastes like lemons. Well, lemonade. But strangely enough, if you combine them, it tastes like oranges.
But the blue sage tastes like blue raspberry, which isn't even a color or a flavor.
Stores of dark eco
Yes.
deep underground.
God, I had an OC once who was very sheltered and whose favorite flavor was blue raspberry, and had a fucking mental break when they learned that blue raspberries were not an actual thing.
We've got
There's a movie, Anonymous, which is. Have you heard of the Shakespearean belief of where other people wrote Shakespeare's stories instead?
I have heard that.
Yes. So this movie is about a man named Bacon, Francis Bacon, who is a real person
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
real aristocrat.
Yeah,
And
yeah. And a philosopher
yes,
who was kind of a dick.
yeah, he invented refrigeration though. Neat. So anyway, Francis Bacon is one of the believed upon people to have written Shakespeare stuff, and this movie Anonymous is about that. It's about that theory. It even involves the Golden Globe being set on fire because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
So
I,
it's
I
pretty much
think
fiction.
I think Francis Bacon was the one who was like, "Oh, money or knowledge is power" or some shit, right?
Francis Bacon is a lot of things. I cannot recall off the top of my head. Anyway, in the movie, oh shoot, we got a
I'll see
cutscene again.
too. I don't think we've seen this one.
Howdy, strangers. Passing through. Us too. Well, you gotta be
That guy's hat really makes me want to watch 9.
You said this was a priceless gem worth Willard!
Actually, we want power cells, not gems.
We got 4 of them. You want them? What
Gotta hate that
Birdbrain
voice.
was trying to say is, we may have a few power cells laying around, and we might be willing to part with them for 90 orbs each.
Where have I heard that before? Hey, how do you two geniuses expect to get that big gem out of here anyway?
Explosives?
Smarty pants. We got 12 more years of digging to figure that out.
I'm very sad.
Gordy, wouldn't it take less time if you dug too?
I'm very sad that we don't get a follow up on these bozos.
Oh, all right already.
You see, in Jak and Daxter 5? What's the last game? How many were
Precursor
there?
Legacy?
Is that
No.
the third?
No. Jak 1, Jak 2, Jak 3, Daxter, and then it was Lost Frontier.
All right, so in Jak 6, where it's gonna take place 12 years later, and they'll have just finished digging it out.
I mean, there's time travel involved.
Gordy?
Oh.
90 orbs of power cell, Willard.
You're gonna time travel to
I
12
don't
years
got enough. Dang it. Okay.
Rit.
Anyway, what was I saying?
You were sad. That
Yes,
they
I'm
didn't get a
sad that
follow-up.
yeah, I sad we didn't get a follow up on those two.
Rip.
What was I saying earlier?
I don't think you were.
I was saying something.
Oh, right. Francis Bacon is a dick.
Yeah. So in the movie, Anonymous, they take a metaphorical flower and make it a real flower.
Oh, that ruins the point.
Yeah.
Of the metaphor.
So Shakespeare makes a metaphorical flower in one of the plays, and in the movie Anonymous, Francis Bacon goes, "You see these, Shakespeare? These are whatever the flower it was," and he's like, "They're beautiful. But they only bloom under the right circumstances. They can't bloom anywhere else but my garden. How could you know about that? As a peasant you are." Something like that.
Hey guys,
Ugh.
calculations, it's going to take 72 power cells to fuel the heat shield against the lava on the way to Gaul and Maya's citadel.
God.
Oh shit.
Sounds like a very pretentious movie.
It's an interesting movie. It's by the guy who made 2012 and other disaster movies of that ilk.
Ugh.
The Day After Tomorrow.
Eh.
Now, if you're interested in those, maybe there's something there for you if you're really into Shakespeare being dissed on.
No, I like Shakespeare.
I like Shakespeare too.
He invented so many words like bandit.
Yeah, and you know, Shakespeare in Love is a great movie.
That is. So there was a thread on Reddit on D&D on the D&D memes about people arguing whether or not historical accuracy in campaigns is actually important. And it was pointed out that if you have a setting set in medieval times, like in a medieval aesthetic, you can't use the word bandit because that was a Renaissance that word didn't exist until like the Renaissance era. Yeah, the Renaissance era. That's when Shakespeare was around, right?
He was a bit before then, I think, or a bit after.
Oh.
The Renaissance is like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, I've played Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and Revelations. You know, the Ezio trilogy, The best. I'm not being ironic. I genuinely think that the Ezio trilogy is the best Assassin's Creed stuff. Black Flag comes really close.
Have you
Though.
played Rogue?
No, last Assassin's Creed game I played was Black Flag.
Fair enough. Rogue is a weird game. It's basically an expansion on Black Flag, but it's not nearly as good.
Oh,
Do you want to do Spider Cave?
I mean that's up to you.
We'll do Spider Cave. I need to do it anyway. How many do I need? I have 61.
You need 75, right?
I'm gonna go in reverse. You know, this is a good level. I do like Spider Cave. Spider Cave is spooky and ooky in all the good ways.
Oh, those cartoon spiders. You should be fine with them.
I mean, they're still huge.
Yeah, but they're silly and goofy.
Fuck you.
Right into the eco.
The fact that there is literally no animation for, like, turning into an Otzel is a big sadness. Naughty Dog of today would never make that mistake.
I hope somebody got fired for that.
Oh, wait a
blunder.
minute. I need the yellow eco. I can't do this area
Oh.
yet.
You almost sound excited.
Yeah, I need to unlock yellow eco, which you can only do at Snowy Peak.
Mm-hmm.
See that little box right there? That holds
Mhm.
another power cell.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it fucking does.
The robot drone, right?
Nope.
Inside. No?
There's a power cell in that blue box that you would have seen if you had been camera. Very hard to notice.
No, I saw the box. I thought that was one of the boxes that
Oh no,
hold the.
it's a different one. It's a
drone.
unique one.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 101 power cells in this game, so it's not a clear 100. And that one holds one of them.
The what game do you think has the best like mining level? Like a level that has the aesthetic of a mine?
That's a tricky one.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them tend to be like really lame linear hallways. I saw that clipping, Naughty Dog. Are you dying?
No. Just thirsty.
This game was made on a budget that was like 4 times that of Crash Bandicoot.
Oof. That's rough.
I saw that clipping too. Alright, Dog, what's wrong with you?
Get it together, game designer. Was all this necessary? Like, couldn't it had just been like a loading zone?
This is the loading zone.
Mm.
Because they have to hide the loading. Because, okay, so this is something I learned while watching a stream by former Insomniac employees. They worked on the Ratchet and Clank games for the PlayStation 2.
And Spyro.
No, not Spyro. These guys didn't work on Spyro. Insomniac worked on Spyro, but these guys didn't. So this is strictly
okay.
them talking, not for Ola and Naughty Dog.
Oh, okay.
All of Insomniac. And in order to push the PlayStation as some revolutionary hardware, one of the things Sony did was they pushed the idea that the PlayStation required no loading.
Oof.
So a lot of the games for the original PlayStation 2, they're exclusives at least, made by Sony in-house, tended to be designed with the idea that they would hide their loading screens either with long hallways or, usually just as often, they would hide their loading screens using long transitions. Like Ratchet and
Like what we
Clank would
just
have
saw.
the plane flying stuff, and that was their head-in loading screen. See, this is where yellow eco is supposed to flow out.
Nice.
Yeah. You're gonna see that a lot more frequently because it's just easier to die and reload than it is to like backtrack through some of these areas.
Yeah.
Rolling around at the speed of snow.
Enjoyed the Sonic Adventure.
Oh, we
Right
got
here.
we could always do Sonic DX.
Yeah. Yeah, but like
Ooh, okay, that can kill me? Seriously? I would definitely be up for like Sonic DX sometime. Director's cut.
oh yeah, just it feels like we just finished Sonic though.
Yeah, and we got Tales or something.
I
Bug
guess.
Fables? Yeah, we got Bug Fables. I want to do Bug Fables next.
But I thought you were doing Bug Snacks.
Oh no, we're doing Bug Fables.
Okay.
I mean, Bug Snacks is a fun game and all, but like, Bug Fables is an RPG in the same vein as like Paper Mario.
Oh right. You sent me some pictures of it. It looks cute.
Yeah, it's a very cute game. I would want to play it because, well, I want to do another game like that again. So we've been doing a lot of narrative-heavy games that don't have little talking sections. You know?
Yeah.
And I like doing funny voices with you.
I like doing funny voices with you too. Oh. So you watched a movie a few weeks ago, and I finally saw it.
Yes, it's Pinocchio.
Yeah, not the live action Disney one that was rated 26% on Rotten Tomatoes, but the Guillermo del Toro one that was rated 96 on Rotten Tomatoes. Or was it 98?
Robert Zemeckis has
Either
fallen
way.
so far.
Huh?
Zemeckis directed the live-action Pinocchio movie.
I don't think it's necessarily him. I think it's more because like it's Disney that's fallen so
It
far.
is definitely
With their
a hack
bullshit.
job of it.
Yeah, like
So this is not uncommon for Disney. It's what they're doing is they hear about a project based off of something that they've already done, like say The Jungle Book.
yeah, because it's a safe bet usually.
Kind of no. What's going on is Disney likes to do this thing to hurt its competition, in which it will release something similar within the same window as the competition.
So they made
They
the Pinocchio specifically to try and fuck over Del Toro, and it backfired horribly.
Yes, so they did this with The Jungle Book back in like however long ago the Jungle Book movie was with Jon Favreau.
Yeah, what was that, like 2017?
About, I believe, yeah. So that comes. So what was happening was at the time they started developing on that, it was already knowledge within the industry that
2016.
2016 that
Yeah.
a movie based off the Jungle Book was in production at Warner Brothers, helmed by Andy Serkis.
love Andy Serkis.
It's a very terrible movie, by the way. Don't watch it.
Oh.
So
I
what ends
love
up
Andy Serkis as an actor.
that's fair. Well, it's
He's
not.
golden.
I don't think it's his fault. From what I understand, the movie was originally much different during original pitch and production, but the Disney film entered production much faster because they're Disney and they probably had a script sitting around for a while.
Yeah.
Come on, I hate these guys. Die. So theirs enters production first, and theirs comes out earlier. And what this means is the film by Andy Serkis, which is going through development hell or some such, ends up in a situation in which, well, Warner no longer gives half a rat's ass about it. This is Warner's terrible MO, by the way.
Oh yeah. Just look at everything that happened on HBO Max.
Warner was already doing that kind of shit like way before HBO Max, but you get the idea.
I know. Well, Warner owns HBO Max.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
I thought you were referring to the Discovery stuff.
Yeah, deleting the massive swaths
That-
of.
That's Discovery. That's the new guy. But yeah, they've been doing this sort of thing for years. It's not new. So anyway, what ends up happening is the movie ends up getting released to Netflix because the studio no longer has faith in it and kind of screw over Andy Serkis in the process.
Yeah. Anywho, the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio is amazing. I love
Very much.
all the designs because, Del Toro is very great at character design.
Did you see the making of documentary?
No, but I have made a note of that since it appeared like right next to it when I searched up Pinocchio. All right, so the live action Disney one had the critics rate it 27%, the audience rates it 29% for the live action. The Del Toro one, the critics rate it 97%, and the audience rates it 92%. So it's very clear which one actually has heart in it.
Yes. So in the Del Toro documentary, the studio team, Del Toro did most of the character design for
Yeah,
specifically for Death and Life, in which
Yeah.
he had a vision, or as the saying goes in the documentary.
I love the character designs. I love the Blue Fairy, who is the embodiment of life. I love her sister even more, Death, who is depicted as. Okay, first of all, the Blue Fairy is a biblically accurate fairy.
Biblically accurate, very
Yeah.
fair enough.
It's one of my favorite jokes online is to describe something with a bunch of eyes and wings as biblically accurate.
I mean, they're not wrong.
I know.
I want to make it clear that the Snow Mountain is a massive difficulty spike.
Yeah, because the ice.
And not just because of the ice, but like everything in general. The enemies swarm. They tackle you constantly. It's like Naughty Dog developers realize that because death has no consequence, they could just swarm you with enemies at this point.
Yeah, it's the blueprint of Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. I will say that Dark Souls is better.
Obviously, because the entire game and lore is built around death having no meaning intrinsically.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yellow eco time. Open the vents.
Oh yeah. Um. So, yeah. I love. So Death is portrayed as a sphinx with big horns, and the horns have eyes on it, which I really love.
I love that they
Um,
have the same face as the Blue Fairy.
yeah, I love that. Well, they're wearing a mask.
I know, yeah, but it's
Yeah,
the same mask.
yeah. I like that detail too. It really feels like I love usually in movies, especially if in Del Toro's stuff, there's usually symbolism with masks. You know, um,
Lots of symbolism in general. God, I still can't
oh,
get over
absolutely.
the pale man with his fucking eyeball hands.
Yeah, he represents greed. He only sees what is in front of him, and though he cannot eat, he refuses to let others have, who do need it, have it.
There's a reason
God,
why
Pan's
he's
Labyrinth is
pale.
amazing.
Pan's Labyrinth, I still need to sit down and watch that again. Like I've seen it in chunks, which I think is probably not the best way to see that movie.
Oh man, it is great.
Also, now that I think about it, this is like Pinocchio is like one of the latest movies he's made where the Nazis are bad guys.
Yeah.
I mean, as he should, but it is like very like, huh?
Well,
This is
I
another
don't
film.
know. I don't think Italian soldiers were.
Fascist,
'Cause Nazis were
fascism.
no, they were fascists, yes, but I don't think they were Nazis specifically because that was Germany that
That's fair.
had the Nazis.
But it's the same fascist
Yeah,
ideology, so
yeah,
that's
it's
what I'm getting at.
the Axis. Yeah, with the Axis as the enemy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the movie is somewhat predictable at times.
I mean, it is the Pinocchio story.
Well, no, even the stuff that Guillermo del Toro added, like I was live reacting to it to Scraps, and spoilers, but Geppetto's son dies in a World War One bombing.
I mean, they kind of make
Um,
that obvious.
well, yeah, it's
They hold
stated like
open with him
right in the
being
beginning.
dead.
Yeah. But the thing is, so when they were walking out of the church after Geppetto realizes something's wrong, I realized instantly that he had forgotten the pine cone, the perfect pine cone. Now, I said to Scraps, "Oh no, he's gonna go back for the pine cone, and the church is gonna get blown up, isn't it?"
When I
And that's
saw the
exactly what.
movie, I said to myself, the boy's gonna get killed in a war bombing in the church, and the statue of Jesus Christ is gonna fall on him. That
Yeah.
was my theory. I was wrong, of course. The statue of Jesus did not smoosh a child.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, I feel like if the statue of Jesus fell on him, then that would have been a little bit too silly for such a serious moment, unless like a
they
part of
cut
it.
to it.
Yeah.
Like they don't show it, but they cut to it. Seriously?
Yeah. So what happened? Well, the statue of Jesus was still standing after the bombing.
Yeah. You need a lot of
Either
really
way,
precise jumps. It bugs me.
I love the song Pinocchio sings after he first is alive, because it's such an ethereal voice when he's asking what things are and what they do,
Fair enough.
and it really adds to the it really adds to the what's the word I'm trying to think of?
The sudden realization of life.
The horrifying whimsy of suddenly being alive.
That's fair.
And oh, don't okay.
Yeah, I'm not forgetting it. I need to. Fuck.
Yeah, and I I I wasn't really too keen on Pinocchio's design at first, but it did grow on me once I saw it actually moving, because it's well, it moves. Oh,
I love the fact that Geppetto makes Pinocchio in a drunken rage, and it's shot
oh
like a
yeah,
horror movie.
yeah, out of the tree that grew from the pine cone that killed his son.
Yep. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really do love that scene because it's just like a scene out of a horror movie.
Oh yeah, I was getting like full on Frankenstein vibes from it, and honestly, using using Pinocchio as a way to tell a Frankenstein-esque story is a really good idea that I never thought of, and I can't believe I never thought of.
There's something very Frankenstein-esque about Pinocchio in general.
Yeah. Uh, also, seeing the quality of Geppetto's work from before his son died versus after his son died
And
is
drunk.
yeah. It's
Very
I don't know,
humbling.
you can just really feel the suffering that Geppetto goes through. Like you can feel it. And that's really, really good for a movie to be able to convey that so well. And also, I fucking love stop motion in general because you can get emotions out of stop motion that you can't with regular animation or live action because the way that stop motion works and how they move. Uh, like
Flut Flut
I
is so good in the game, by the way.
you say right before you die.
I mean, control-wise, it's very smooth controls. Jak and
Uh,
Daxter is not a finessey platformer. It's very clunky.
yeah,
It's very hard to gauge distance.
I don't remember any of this from when I played.
This game is... I will say this, Jak and Daxter, it's very hard to gauge distance.
Yeah,
It's
not as
the...
bad as Crash Bandicoot, but
Do you recall the three Ps
it needs a shadow.
of...
It really needs a shadow under him, like a circle shadow.
Fair enough. I'm sort of realizing the shadow doesn't seem to be...
Yeah, no, the shadow is off screen usually
Yeah, fair enough.
because of how high you get.
Yeah, and also just how close the camera is.
Yeah, either pulling the camera back or having a shadow that stays on screen, like those would really help.
I'm trying to remember the three Ps of platforming. Because I know that the thing about platforming, especially with 3D platformers, is they have to drop precision. Okay, it's pacing, progression, and precision. That's the three Ps, I believe.
Uh,
And when making a game in 3D, you have to sacrifice precision.
yeah. So there's a new game that was made for Game Jam that looks very interesting. It is basically QWOP, but you're pulling an art heist.
Yes, I know, I sent it to you.
Well, no, Biddy sent it to me like a couple hours before you did. We were on a call,
Oh.
and Biddy was like, "Oh, hey, have you seen this?"
Weird, because I put that in like group chat and nobody mentioned anything. Oh well. The world is funny that way. Oh, shoot, what's going
Hey.
on here? Oh no, the
Oh,
door is
you
opening.
opened the thing. Now you can fight a boss. Now you gotta do
I
that
just
in
realized
reverse.
Fuck. I can just.
Uh,
And
so
so I
yeah,
rise.
ah, you got that Dark Souls shortcut.
Oh yeah. We're Dark
God.
Soulsing it.
Oh, hey, because it's 2023 now, I'm gonna be getting a new computer this year, and once I do, I'm going to play Dark Souls.
You mean Dark Souls, that amazing game that's that it's available in space? Have you heard about High on Life?
No, what is that?
It's a new game by Justin Roiland, the Rick and Morty guy.
Oh, yeah, it's the one where he used an AI to voice all his shit.
No, most of it's
No.
voiced by people, but there is AI voice and AI art. Is fuck. Is
Yeah, I haven't heard anything good about it. Apparently people find the gun to be very annoying and not in the endearing way that Justin Roiland's characters usually are.
so the one. So you know that there's a there's a piece of art made that I thought was very telling. It's a picture of a character doing the Akira bike slide,
Mm-hmm.
and the text reads references then, and next to it is references now, and it's the exact same Akira bike slide. But the character is going, "Did you see this cool Akira bike slide I just did?" And then another character's like, "Oh, that's a fucking Akira bike slide." And a third is going, "Oh man, that's so cool. The Akira bike slide is ballin'."
Uh, I That sounds like a fucking Family Guy skit.
But
Like not like Family Guy would play it straight. Like he'd do the like, "Hey Lois, did you see that Akira bike slide I just did?"
specifically, they were calling it Rick and Morty, but
Yeah.
because Rick and Morty does that a lot nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, they've always done that.
Yeah.
Like compare the shit that's happening to like movies.
I mean, it's sort of
Uh,
endearing from time to time when like the characters are kind of stupid about it. Like when Summer has to pull a Die Hard but has never seen Die Hard, so she's just running around
Okay,
shooting
yeah,
people,
that's
screaming Die Hard.
okay. That one is actually I probably either haven't seen the episode or
Newest season.
oh, okay. Uh, I do think that having characters make references, but the joke is that the character has never actually seen the property and doesn't know it's a reference. I do think that is a fine thing to do. Like there was an episode of American Dad where uh, the dad was making a DeLorean, and
Wants to time travel.
no, it's like, you see, I was always a fan of Delano Roosevelt, and so I always dreamed of making a DeLorean. And
I
then
don't know.
later he's like, later when they're like running from something, it's like, look out, it's the Libyans. It's like, so you have seen the movie. It's like, what? No, there's a Libyan fruit stand right there. See, I think that's a fine thing to do because the joke is that
Character
they
B
don't.
doesn't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. I do like that kind of stuff.
So
Like,
in the episode, Rick and Morty are trapped in a VR game, and Summer has to distract a bunch of aliens who have based their entire life off of the movie Die Hard.
uh,
So there's a Hans Gruber alien, and since Summer has never seen Die Hard, she's basically throwing them through a loop because she's just showing up, shooting a guy, and then it's like, but you, but you're supposed to do this because it's in the movie, and she's like, yeah, I'm doing just like the movie. And it's like, no, this isn't what the movie does. And she's like, yeah, what the movie does, because she doesn't know what the movie does, so she's just bawling it.
Yeah, I do like. Oh, really?
I was right behind you, Jack. Really, I was.
There's a great gag where the boss alien tells the other aliens, "Okay, forget what they do in Die Hard. We're going off script." and
Oh no.
there's a scene in which Summer's hiding behind some glass, and they refuse to shoot her because, well, there's glass in the way, and if we shoot the glass, that's just like
Yeah,
Die
she'll
Hard.
break her foot.
That's just
Or
like Die
she'll,
Hard.
Hey, you finally unlocked the shortcut.
Maybe.
Yeah, there was a little platform that rose up when you hit that button.
Potentially. Maybe. I didn't see it. I did see it. Just
Uh, God. The So, Die Hard. I'm gonna say take.
is it a
It's a
Christmas
take I
film
read
or is
on-
it not?
It's a take I saw online that makes too much sense. It is not a Christmas film. It's a Metroidvania. Every time he kills one of the bad guys, he gets a new weapon and can explore a new area.
Fuck, it is a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, oh, dang it. That's super accurate, and I hate that how accurate it is.
I would play the shit out of a Die Hard Metroidvania. If it was a 2D. I don't like the Prime series or Lords of Shadow.
Mm.
I don't like 3D Metroidvanias unless it's by FromSoft.
Lords of Shadow is more like a linear game, to be fair.
Yeah.
There is another
You should play-
Metroidvania.
Oh wait, you did beat Lords of Shadow, didn't you? On the channel.
No. I didn't play it.
Oh.
You did, and then you couldn't get past a certain area because the game kept freaking out on you and crashing.
Yeah. Same reason why I didn't finish.
Oh, I did this the wrong way entirely.
Well, hey. You got. I think you got everything in this level.
Yeah, I did. No, I'm still
Not this-
missing Stop the Last Lurker, Glacier Troop, and Free 7 Scoutflies. Boom.
Okay. I'm gonna guess the last lurker is gonna be near one of the scout flies.
Probably. I gotta figure out where I haven't been. Ooh, I haven't been
I
here.
don't think it. Yeah, I was about to say. Oh hey, a scout fly.
Yes!
It's just like that thing we just said.
Dang it, I saw this one earlier. I think I've already been this way.
Well, no, you got the thing, so clearly you haven't.
Well, I saw this one, but I didn't go for it because I was like, I'll get that one. See, I've already been here.
Oh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
it's under the
don't-
ice.
I had a lot of fun with Castlevania Circle of the Moon when we played it on the channel. Even if I did end up pulling a
Cheese trap. No.
even if I did end up pulling a Billy Mitchell to win.
What was it? Invincibility code or just?
No, just cheating.
Oh yeah, because you use save states.
I mean, yes, but no, I meant more the exploiting it to get the to use cards I didn't have.
Fair enough.
Cause I wasn't gonna do the arena. That shit's bullshit.
Fair enough.
It wouldn't be so bad if they didn't take away your magic. Oh hey, behind the trees, behind you.
I've already been there.
you've been behind the trees?
Yeah.
The secret cave behind the trees?
Yeah, I've been there. That's how you unlock the Eco.
Okay,
Maybe it's down here? Yeah, probably.
maybe. Who knows? I'm glad that the Dark Souls servers are back up. They got back up a couple months back.
Okay. There we
Like,
go. I
very
haven't been
recently.
here. Boom.
Ah, that must be the dude.
There we go. Boom. Did it.
There we go.
Eat your heart out, Gerard the completionist. I've done this in 50 deaths and 2 hours, 2 more hours.
69. Yeah, 69 power cores.
Yay,
Nice.
69. That's a good number. And
That's
because I got the
number.
I wonder if I can just like if without having to I wonder if I can beat the game without having to actually visit Spider Junction.
How many do you need to beat the game?
75. To get to the area I want to go, and then it's like you don't need any more
72.
72?
Yeah.
Fuck, I can do that easy. What am I talking about?
Yeah, you can go. You still have one more power cell you can buy from the people that have the gems, and you can
Two.
also buy it from. Huh?
I can buy 2 from them.
Yeah, and right next to them is the Oracle, like the Oracle machine thingy that looks like a bug with 2 power cores in his eye.
Oh, I'm not going to visit the Oracle.
Why?
There's another one I can grab.
Okay.
Because your boy knows all the shortcuts.
Nice. You know,
As soon as we
it's
get...
the year of the rabbit. We should watch Watership Down.
Which one? The new Netflix series with Peter Capaldi?
No. I didn't know there was a Netflix one, but I'm talking about the original one. Because I didn't know there was a Netflix.
I think Netflix made their own adaptation with Peter Capaldi doing the narration.
Mm. So when I was speaking of rabbits, when I was clearing out my computer, some old files for my computer, because when
As
we
you do.
record, when we record, it takes up a lot of space, and I needed to free up a lot of space. Ended up freeing 45 gigs by deleting various old recordings, and also by uninstalling Sonic Forces, because that takes up 17 goddamn gigs.
What he said. That's it. You cleaned us out. No more power cells.
Anywho, when I was organizing the files on my computer, apparently at some point I downloaded a PDF of the Velveteen Rabbit.
Hmm.
Yeah. I like the Velveteen Rabbit.
It's an interesting myth.
Yeah, well,
Fable.
story. Yeah, Fable.
We're gonna go to the Blue Sage's hut. Because we need to get to a certain location. Because there's an entire mission I miss out on normally. Dun, dun, dun. God dang it. Tom's Diner is such good,
Beat, music, tune.
just a general tune to have when there's like nothing going on mentally.
Yeah. Oh, so for my birthday, I got a piano keyboard, and I have been practicing. I've got a simple version of Bomb Battlefield down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you know I used to play piano?
Huh?
I used to play
You
piano. Yeah.
Can you still play piano?
Oh, totally. Just give me some sheet music, like a few hours to practice, because it's been a while. And I could
Been a
probably.
while.
And I
The
could probably.
hardest thing I'm having is moving my hands at different tempos.
Mmm.
That's the hardest part. I finally found out what song it is in the randomizer, in the Majora's Mask randomizer that I really like. Uh, it's from Star Fox 60. The song is from Star Fox 64, and it's oh, excuse me. It's Zones.
Mm.
Yeah, Zone SS.
Fair enough. You know, Star
Good
Fox
song.
64 is Yeah, I've decided I'm not gonna continue with
What?
the rumor mill.
What
Long
rumor
story
mill?
short, Nintendo screwed over the original developers of Star Fox 2,
Oh yeah.
Argonauts, and according to rumors, what they did was they made Star Fox 64 on the back of the in-progress Star Fox 2 stuff.
Oh, yeah. That was Star Fox 2 was supposed to be for the SNES using the Super FX chip, right?
I believe so. Boom, there we go.
Oh yeah.
I knew there was one I was missing in here. I don't know, I had to blow down that rock. Didn't know where the rock was.
You know what game was absurdly fun? It was a racing game. It was for the Nintendo 64. Don't laugh because it is legitimately fun. Me and my family used to play for hours.
Tell.
Hot Wheels Turbo Racing.
That's not
For the
funny at
Nintendo
all.
64.
That's a great game.
It is a great game, but yeah, we used to play for fucking hours.
I never had a Nintendo 64, so I was a PlayStation kid. I had Crash Team Racing.
A rip.
Crash Team Racing is great,
Uh,
though.
I never played it.
Yeah. So the main issue with Sony's PlayStation line was essentially that because of the way disc worked, it was much harder to have a level like Diddy Kong racing on the PlayStation.
Makes sense.
So a lot of PlayStation environments for like racers were very flat, very basic, very detailless. So when making Crash Team Racing, what Naughty Dog did was they recreated several maps from Diddy Kong in the PlayStation engine just to see if it was possible.
And it was.
Yes.
Well, they made it possible.
Yeah, because they're Naughty Dog.
Yeah. They when someone tells them something's impossible, they take it as a challenge. At
I
least
mean,
they used
unless
to.
it's incredible amounts of crunch. You didn't take
Yeah.
that challenge.
Yeah. Should we do the Insane trilogy on the channel?
Maybe later.
Yeah,
I like me some Spyro more than Crash.
that's fair. I want to play. Okay, what if sometime this year after this is the level. This is the level I fucking hate. The one I
Oh,
was
now
thinking of.
you got the memories coming back. Okay.
Yes.
The
This
lava
is-
tube.
I hate this one so much. I thought it was the other one, but it's not. It's this one.
That's fair. Lava tube is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Ah, shoot.
You know what? I think the reason why I didn't remember the ice level, I don't think I ever went there.
That's fair. I can believe missing that as a kid. Yeah, I'm just gonna forget about the scout fly.
Yeah. You don't need the scout fly.
The door's open. Let's get going.
That could have been lethal if that hit me.
Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Jesus Christ. You're giving me sweating palms.
You
Knees
think you
weak,
have mom's
arms
spaghetti?
heavy. Yeah. Just vomit. God, I would kill for some spaghetti. I have been craving baked ziti for over a month.
Pasta's
I
very
can't-
good.
I love pasta. I usually get
Shoot!
pasta. Oh,
I couldn't see where I was falling at that point.
at
Oh
least you
well.
got a checkpoint.
Yeah. Game still slaps though.
Jesus fuck. Was that intentional or were you panicking the entire time?
That is all skill. I can pull that off. Yes.
Are you lying?
So a little bit of it was definitely making it up as I went along, but I can pull it off. So
Okay.
it was not all luck.
Uh. Hell
Hello.
yeah.
Hey, where's old short, green, and wrinkly?
This is terrible. Father is missing. I think Gall and Maya may have kidnapped him as well.
Relax.
How? Well, I wasn't looking for a total of 5 seconds, and he wandered off when in his old man crazes.
Lurker armies continue to grow across the land. The sages have been kidnapped. Gall and Maya have gathered enough eco to complete their terrible plan. And to stop them, you're going to have to fight your way through their citadel.
I love the word citadel.
Sums it up.
I also like the word
Find
gauntlet.
Father before it's too late. And Jack,
You know where I first heard the word citadel?
Yeah, we.
Tell.
I want you to guess, and I guarantee it's not going to be correct.
I'm trying to think if there's any like Citadel usages that I'm aware of. Nothing comes specifically to my Batman.
No. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
I've never seen that show. People keep talking about it to me.
It
but-
is really fucking good.
You know how many people have talked to me like, you must have seen Super Monkey Hyperverse Go. Your art style is so similar. I've
I
never
don't
even
think it's
heard of this
in
show.
any. It's not in any way similar.
Maybe it's the big head, big eyes thing.
Is that one of those Oracle things?
No, that's different.
Oh, okay.
We would have seen it if we did the swamp area, but we didn't.
Yeah, fuck the swamp. I don't want to bother Shrek.
We don't need to deal with Miyazaki's swamp fascination.
I do love the fact that the reason why there's so many swamps in his games is because when he tries to not add a swamp, he ends up like being like, you know what would go great here? A swamp.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Swamp levels are great.
I'm trying to think of any classic swamp levels.
Other than Dark Souls,
Yeah, other than Dark Souls.
there's Bubble Gloop Swamp from Banjo-Kazooie.
Fair enough. Alright, this is the way to rescue the Blue Sage, I think.
Probably. It's
Oh,
got Blue Eco.
Yeah, you can tell. Blue Eco, yeah.
Is there a Dark Sage? Is that
No.
what the main villain is?
Yeah, so he's the Sage of Dark Eco.
Next launcher.
Okay.
Next launcher.
Daxter, you're not
I
helping.
think you know what would have made him a more interesting villain? If there was a different... Like, if there was an actual Sage of Dark Eco that wasn't evil, but he, like, usurped him. I think that would be interesting.
Potentially, I guess. I get what you're but I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Check me out. Fuck.
Yeah, you certainly do got fuck.
I got sick moves.
See, that's the thing. You're only good up until the point that you try to point out how good you are. It's a very common curse that people have when gaming. Except for me, of course. I am the good at the game. I have never been not good at the game.
That's fair. I can think of many times in which you have been great at game that you should not have been great at.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in Prince of Persia.
We don't talk about that. That was luck.
That was not luck, that was spite. There's a difference.
I love that Daxter does dances.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Yellow Sage.
Oh. Yeah, from the swamp.
Oh, this is his citadel.
Oh, it's his citadel?
Yeah. Golem Maya kidnapped him and took over his citadel.
Oh.
That's why, you look at the map in the original game, it was not Golem Maya's citadel, it was the Yellow Sage's hut. Fuck.
It was the Yellow Sage's hut?
It's the Yellow Sage's citadel, not Golem Maya's citadel.
I see. You know what my favorite Crash game was?
Mind of a Mutant?
No. Why would you even say that? No, it was Warped.
Warp's kind of pretty fun. You know, I can get that.
We also had the one that was what was the one with the masks?
There's two. Are you talking about the one where they're the enemies or the allies?
Mark Hamill.
That is I know this one. It's Wrath of Cortex.
Okay. We also had that one, but we didn't like it as much.
Yeah, it's not as good.
Definitely not as good.
It has balance issues. I will say that.
Mm.
Partially, its issue is that because the environments are so much bigger, they don't seem to know what to do with most of them. So the enemies. So what happened with that game is that it was originally way different. It was called Crash Bandicoot World, and what ended up happening is the publisher kind of screwed over the developer and said you have this amount of time to finish it. And
the tale as old as time.
yeah. And unfortunately, it did not work out because they ended up. What they ended up doing is they ended up just sort of reformatting the old system. And we're like, okay, we got to do something. We can't do the ambitious thing. We'll do the unambitious thing. It's Traveler's Tales, the guys who make the Lego games now. They make like mad Lego money. They wasted like $1 million making a prototype for a Lord of the Rings game that got nixed immediately.
Rip. I'm going to name a I'm gonna name one of the voice actors from Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go, and you will recognize them.
Mm-hmm.
Clancy Brown.
Yes.
Mark Hamill.
Yes, Mark Hamill.
Ashley Johnson.
Yes.
Tom Kenny.
Yes, of course. Did you know that Tom Kenny was in Pinocchio?
Yeah. Shit. Who did he was? He was the villain, right?
He
The
voiced
circus.
Benito Mussolini.
Oh, he was Mussolini.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, that guy has range. Did you? So Kate
I
Blanchett was also in it.
I do not like that puppet.
Shoot them.
So funny when I
Kate,
realized that was his
oh god. Uh, yeah. Kate Blanchett was in it. She voices a monkey who only speaks in like in monkey noises.
and she does the voice of the puppets controlled by
Yeah. Because the monkey is performing ventriloquism.
yeah, which is impressive for a monkey.
Yeah. It's got James Hong in it.
Of course. What was he in?
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda.
Yes, he's the
Everything
dad. He's
Everywhere
the
at-
dad.
Everything everywhere at all at once.
Did he play the grandpa?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. In Kung Fu Panda, he's Mr. Ping. Poe's
You know, I
dad.
think he's also the bad guy in Marlowe Briggs in The Mask of Death.
Maybe I'll see.
Google it right now. I'm pretty sure.
Speaking of bad guys, Mark Hamill is the villain of Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
No
the
surprise there.
Skeleton King.
He's really good at playing villains.
Oh, absolutely. He's got such a wide range of voices for villains.
You mean he's got the
I-
one voice, which is the Joker voice, and he's
No!
really good at like doing it in other
No.
ways.
He's got other voices. He can be genuinely like his Skeletor was genuinely terrifying.
That's fair.
And
Shoot, I fucked that up.
the Skeleton King was an actual like legitimate threat. God, I want to binge watch this. Oh hey, it's got Frank Welker in an episode.
Dang it! I want to watch the He-Man show again.
Yeah. Masters of the Universe.
Master of the Universe Revelation. Oh.
Yes. Now don't. Okay. I was gonna say don't fall off this time. Oh, I had Mako in an episode.
Mako.
Mr. Miyagi, Iroh.
Oh, I can believe that. Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace. He was such a great actor and voice actor.
That's fair.
The
He voiced Splinter in the 2000s TMNT movie.
he voiced Splinter in a lot of TMNT stuff. He was the voice of Splinter for most of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember a specific. Because the one that comes
the
to mind is
original-
the original?
Yeah, in the original show. He was Splinter.
The one from the 80s.
Yes.
You know, now that you say it, that does sound accurate.
Yeah. Like he's been Splinter for. Wait, who was it? Hold on, I need to look that up. I need to scroll up. He was in an episode of Columbo. Cool.
Oh, neat.
I've been meaning to binge watch Columbo, but I just haven't had the chance.
Columbo's everywhere, and it's like, I haven't seen Columbo. So, like, I can't. Seriously? I just want to save the red
Hold on.
sage.
Wait, hold on. Maybe he wasn't Splinter in the original. Hold up. No, he. Wait. I'm going to IMDb.
Because I know he was Splinter in the 2000s movie, the CG one. It was also like one of his last roles since he died like before the movie's proper release, I think.
Yeah. I think my favorite role of his is either Aku or Iroh. God damn. Tales of Ba Sing Se was the first episode made after his passing.
Oof.
Yeah.
They finished just in time.
And God, I think Iroh's story in Tales of Ba Sing Se really is probably very much one of the reasons it's considered the best episode. And I think season 2 of Avatar definitely had some of the strongest episodes.
I can believe
Uh,
that.
especially the ones
No.
revolving around Iroh and Zuko.
Looks like it hurt. Should I
Like
go for that
Zuko
now?
alone is one of the is also one of the best.
That's fair. Dang it.
So yeah, apparently he wasn't Splinter in the original one from the 90s.
Hmm.
Was he first Splinter? Let's see. Oh wow. Huh.
What?
Apparently he wasn't. I always thought that he played Splinter in multiple things. Apparently that was the only time he played Splinter was in the
2000s
in the
movie?
yeah, the 2008 movie. 2008? Is that when it came
I
out?
believe it. Yeah.
2007.
Okay.
Yeah, the 2007 movie.
I've seen that movie
was-
more times than I like to admit. Not a great movie.
Mm,
It has moments. There are moments I like. I like every scene with Raphael in that. I like every scene with Leonardo. Unfortunately, it's also a bit of a it's a bit of a story mess, you know?
yeah.
It's like, oh, ancient prophecies, legendary kings, undying zombie monsters in a prophecy with demon dimensions, and it's like
Oh wait, is that
focus.
the one where the 100 demons ended up getting released?
It's more like 13, but
Yeah. Well, that's because one of the demons, the main leader of the demon, who wanted to die, had been capturing all the ones that we didn't get to see.
yeah. I mean, I get
I
it, but I didn't
yeah,
find it fun.
I do like the I do like the antagonists. I'm always a big fan of immortals who hate their immortality.
That's fair. I get that. Like, if I was immortal, I'd probably agree.
Yeah. One of the best executed immortals who hate their immortality, Dracula from the Netflix Castlevania.
Fair enough.
Like, straight up says that the reason why he's doing what he's doing is because he wants to die.
It's the world's
That's-
longest suicide note.
Yep, and that is such a raw line.
That series is full of raw lines. Like,
Oh yeah, and absolutely absurd lines as well. It is such a good series because you go from vampires debating whether or not a bath counts as running water to a demon telling a priest that
God
that
hates
the
his
things
guts.
God hates him and he is not doing the Lord's work. He's doing his own selfish work.
I love the bit
Uh,
where the priest returns as
A
basically a
zombie
corpse.
or a ghoul.
Yeah,
Yeah, to purify the river
yeah.
and basically gank Dracula's troops.
Yeah. Which is, very clever.
Oh yeah, Carmilla was a fantastic villain.
Yeah, admittedly, I am kind of disappointed with where they took that, but I get why they did it that way.
Yeah, I do like her youngest sister though.
That's fair.
She is a really good character.
Good work, boys. You're real heroes now.
I did it. I'm a real hero.
Eco power with the
I
battery
won.
I'm a real boy.
shield door surrounding the precursor.
Real boys
Yeah,
can
yeah, that
die.
sounds like a good start. And then after you guys open that shield, what are you gonna do about the robot?
Nothing, Daxter. We have to keep the shield open. It's up to you two to figure out how to destroy
We're sages. We don't do anything. We just point the hero in the direction and let him do all the work.
Destroy the only person who can turn me back.
First, save the world. Then we'll try to convince Gaul to help Daxter.
You're too late, Salos. Once I possess limitless dark eco, I will have the key
Oh,
to creation.
apparently January 1st is the celebrated birthday for all thoroughbred horses.
Really?
It's not their actual birthday, but it's the day dedicated to celebrating their birth.
I didn't know that horses had bread. What kind of are they? Rye, oak, nutty,
You
banana
see-
bread?
You've seen My Little Pony. Of course they have bread.
Yeah, fair point. I turned off the subtitles. Fuck. How did I miss that I did that?
I don't know. We were just too invested.
What are you gonna
Wait,
do?
what was the purpose? Yeah, it doesn't matter that the shields are down. The thing's no longer in the shield.
Pow, pow, pow.
Oh, you're Sandmanning yourself. Okay, real talk. I actually like Spider-Man 3.
I will say this about Spider-Man 3. It has some really good highs.
Absolutely.
It has the lowest lows, but some of the highest highs.
It doesn't have near as many lows, and the lows are not near as low as Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, fair enough.
It's no use.
Okay, something's wrong. It's supposed to be able to hit this guy.
Try hitting him in the eye.
Oh.
Or the big fucking Tony Stark thing on his chest.
I had to aim and shoot the eye. Okay, that was it.
Ego won't protect you now.
Oh. Apparently that set off the bomb.
Well, don't do that then. Guillermo del Toro is asking people to give credit to the animators.
The
as
animators
well as-
really did the hard work.
Absolutely. He's
Oh,
asking
I know what
for,
happened.
yeah, he's asking for all the basically everyone involved in the making to receive their fair credit.
I mean, it's
Which is
one of the
good.
first movies to feature the animation studio before the actors.
Yeah, and it's really good. I love Guillermo del Toro. He has such
A love for the medium.
a love for the medium, a passion for the stories he tells.
Like, even
Um,
superhero movies. Like, he loves telling those.
Yeah, he is just such a good. I don't think you're gonna make it.
No, I can.
Oh.
The reason I failed is because I jumped into the bomb last time.
Oh,
I didn't realize the bomb had a hitbox, so I jumped into it.
yeah. I think Del Toro is a big fan of I think he's a big fan of My Neighbor Totoro.
I would not be surprised. Everybody's a big fan of that movie. That is a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I haven't seen that one any. Need to watch it again.
I need to watch Princess Mononoke again. It's been a long ass time.
Very much has. You know what I want to watch again? Because I just love that one in particular.
What's up?
I really love, and I think is one of the best. I like House Moving Castle.
Yeah.
I'll say something
Oh, I forgot that Del Toro did an adaptation of The Witches.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
When?
Yeah. 2020.
I thought it was
It
Robert
directed by
Zemeckis.
Robert Zemeckis. Del Toro wrote the screenplay.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Robert Zemeckis has been making a lot of flops lately, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
He directed Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Why is my favorite director making so many bad films?
Yeah. Zemeckis did Back to the Future, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did Back to the Future and he did Who Framed Roger Rabbit, two of the best films ever made.
Yeah. And he did Forrest Gump, which you have seen fully for
That is such a good one
exactly one
too.
time. Yeah.
That's such a good movie too. Dang it.
Look, I don't blame Robert Zemeckis for the
Pinocchio.
live action. Yeah, I don't blame him for the live action Disney Pinocchio because that's Disney. They've been pulling this crap for a while, and it's their fault for trying to do this bullshit that nobody likes.
He also directed Beowulf.
I liked Beowulf.
I like parts of Beowulf, but I don't like the animation.
Okay, that's fair. It was Zemeckis did the Christmas Carol, the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol.
Yeah, he's done as I said, he's done a few good movies, but like lately he's done a lot of
lot.
stinkers.
Looking at he did Monster House and House of Wax.
Really, Monster House.
Yeah. Looking at his
Dude.
IMDb, he does have a fair share of not exactly good ones in there. It seems like it's been a
Mostly doing animation.
yeah. It's like for every 2 good movies, he does like 1 not so good movie, like Mars Meets Moms.
No, he didn't direct that one.
He was a producer.
He was a producer, but he didn't direct it. It was his studio that did it.
Well, why are you blaming him for Beowulf? He was only a producer in Beowulf.
No, I thought he directed Beowulf. Beowulf was his
He's
baby.
He's listed as a producer on IMDb.
Well, you can be a producer
Oh, no,
and a
he is a-
director.
Okay, yeah, no, he was a director. Wait, so was he
No, he did
So
not.
what
He
about-
did. He did not direct Mars Needs Moms. That was his studio.
No, that was Simon Wells.
What has Simon Wells directed?
Well, Mars Needs Moms.
I don't know.
The Time Machine from 2002. Oh my god.
What?
You were going to ask how the fuck did the same person who made Mars Needs Mom, or directed Mars Needs Mom, direct this movie? Okay. What movie do you think is the exact opposite of Mars Needs Moms in every way?
Live action.
Well, no, not live action. It's animated, like traditional animated.
Treasure Planet.
Close, but no. Prince of Egypt.
What?
Simon Wells directed Prince of Egypt.
What?
Yeah, and Spirit, Stallion of whatever.
The Cimarron. Camaro.
Hey, what's that one? What was another movie you saw that you really, really liked this year?
I really liked Pinocchio. I really liked. God, nothing in particular is coming.
Animated.
Animated.
Yeah.
Nothing specific is coming to mind. I'm
You
really.
recently drew art inspired by it?
Oh, I've not seen the new Puss in Boots movie. No.
Oh, well, he was a storyboard artist for Puss in Boots.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I really want to see that movie because it looks so good.
It does. I liked the villain,
I
the
haven't
wolf.
seen it.
Well, I haven't seen it either.
Oh
but
no,
I
this
like
is
the
light
wolf's
eco,
design.
not white eco.
White ego! That could be the stuff to chain me back! Or it might stop that robot. Stay
I mean, if they combined their ego, they could just make more of it.
Okay, fine. We'll save the world. But do it quickly before I change my mind.
I imagine a world in which Daxter chooses selfishly, and that's the big twist at the end. Okay, where is the white eco? Come on. There we go. Boom. Light Jack.
Why couldn't Daxter absorb it and become Light Daxter?
I don't know.
Yeah, Simon Wells has done
A lot of good stuff, apparently. Maybe it just wasn't a good script.
Okay, he's directed 6 things. Marge Needs Moms, The Time Machine, The Prince of Egypt, Balto, Where Back a Dinosaur Story, and American Tail 5 Goes West. So
I have seen all of those, and I can tell you,
Well, it looks
some of them are good, some of them are bad.
you do have what it
Time Machine is a mess.
But
Yeah,
Daxter,
it's about
I can't change you
half his stuff is good, half his stuff is bad.
Okay, there's stuff I like in
Big things coming
Time Machine.
packages.
Okay, in Time Machine, there's a really great scene in which the protagonist goes into a library in like the future and basically talks to like a AI there, and then years later he returns to the same location, and it's like the Oracle will speak to you now, and then he runs into the same AI, and the AI is like, oh, I remember you. And I remember your machine, your fantastic machine that whipped you away. I don't know how you survived for so long, or where you've been, but I've had centuries to ponder my life and existence. Have you?
That's rough.
Andy Gavin, Jason Rubin, Bob Raffi, Jason
Oh, Robert-
Monas, Charlotte Francis, Stephen White, Greg Omi, Eric A. It was okay, I cannot read all these names. Rob Titus,
Yeah.
John Labby II,
Didier Melanfont. I love that name.
John
Didier
Kim, Eddie
Melanfont.
Edwards,
That's an easy one. Billy Harper,
Dan
Paul
Poole,
Moya,
Jordan
Greg Griffith,
Pitchen,
Morgan,
Osiris.
Ruben Shaw.
Additional game design and programming by Cerny Games Inc. Music by Mutato Muzaki. Sound effects by Warner Brothers Post Production. Mike Golem and Bruce Swanson. Daxter is voiced by Max Casella. Warren Burnham voices Samus the Sage. Goal is D. Snyder.
Fuck yeah.
We're not gonna take it. No,
Yes,
we ain't gonna
that's the
take
correct
it.
one.
Bob Hastings voices the mayor. Jack Carter voices the uncle. William Minkin voices the
Kevin
farmer.
Conroy was a. Oh, you told me that actually.
I didn't know that. No.
Are you sure? Didn't you make like a Batman joke? And you're like,
I
it's Kevin Conroy.
Don't think I did.
Oh.
The Warrior is
Weird.
voiced by Mark Warden. Gordy was voiced by Paul Perducci. Willard is Alan Blumfield. John D. Crusata is Blue Sage. Red Sage is Sherman Howard. Jason Harris, Yellow Sage. And the testers, Cyrus Pangolin, Debbie Lemmy Downers, Nick Lukja, Valerie
Lisa
Iwas-
Melanfont. Hold on. That was Lisa Melanfont, probably related to the other, to Deity Melanfont.
Maybe.
But it's not exactly a common name.
And the students of Rancho
Tanyeda.
Canada Elementary School.
Canyeda. It had a thing. It had a tilde above the N.
I thought it was Canada. Oh well. Director of Product Development is Connie Booth. The VP of Product Development is Shuhei Word.
Legal. Jim Williams. Riley Russell. Marcus
John Crompton. Molly Smith.
I love the name Crompton.
Buzz Burrows.
Ah, nice.
Chuck Dowd.
Blackledge. That sounds like a villain from a... Blackledge sounds like the last name of an antagonist from a Sherlock novel.
Blackledge. That is a good name. He pushes Sherlock off a cliff.
Yeah.
Ian
But it turns out-
McGuinness is the lead QA analyst.
Ian McGuinness. Isn't...
Steven
I feel like I've heard that name
Gonzalez.
before.
Brian Lee. Brian Sacco. Bruce Drumlow. Do you think they're related? So Insomniac, who did not make this game, have been doing.
Imagine if it was imagine if the credits were scrolling and at some point you just see like Toby Fox.
Kenny Vick, Andy Armour, Chuck Laxon. I think we can quit.
Oh. Phil. Oh, and now it's like, oh, here's the door. You need all 100.
What could that be?
Wow! It's an ancient precursor door. It looks like it will only open if we fill all 100 holes with power cells.
Oh boy, here we go again.
You know, if you have 100 power cells by the time you reach here, Daxter instead says, which we have since we're real heroes.
Nice. So Robert Zemeckis produced another film that I absolutely love.
Oh, tell.
13 Ghosts.
Well, I haven't seen that one.
I know you haven't. I've been trying to get you to watch it for a long time. It's got Tony Shalhoub, Matthew Lillard. Those are the only names that are like recognizable.
Well, we've done it. We win.
Yeah.
Volcanic Crater, I'm missing some. I need 3 Scoutflies, and there's Mystery one, and there's the 2 Oracle ones. Yeah, we're good. We win. Rock Village, I'm missing another one from the Oracle. Anyway, we won. We are the Jak and the Daxter.
Yes. So, thank you everybody for watching. There's a lot of other stuff on the channel. We're gonna have Hollow Knight back eventually. Hopefully next week. If there's no more surprise holidays. Also on the
President's Day.
channel is President's. Are you? Wait, no. President's Day is on a Monday. You got me scared.
Yeah, fair
right.
enough.
We have other stuff on the channel. There is Tabletop Thursdays, in which me and my friends Biddy and Chalkbeat play Tabletop Simulator, and sometimes Scraps is there. There is also the last game we played on Tabletop Thursdays was Munchkin. There is also Ace Attorney, which recently finished. I beat Trial 4 of Ace Attorney, saw the credits and everything, so we're finished with that. There is also 2 Dungeons and Dragons campaigns going on. One of them is Curse of Strahd, run by my friend Chalkby, and the other is a homebrew that I created and run called World of Tapir. So definitely go check that out.
And
what
next
else?
week is probably going to be Bug Fables.
Yes. And the last thing we have on our channel is the podcast, in which Biddy and I dig through the sewers of Reddit to bring you the cringiest RPG horror stories. It got pretty wild in the most recent episode, so be sure to check that out. Comment challenge of the day. What's your New Year's resolution?
Oof. My New Year's resolution is to draw more.
Same. But also, I want to watch more movies.
I want to beat Bug Fables. That's my New Year's resolution.
Nice. With that out of the way, there's nothing left to say. But good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.